just gonna be doing some work on Warp Worlds on the stream, and yeah, that's all we're gonna be doing. What I'm currently working on is a new balcony area. It's somewhat inspired by this one other area that I've seen. Hi guys. It's somewhat inspired by, let's see. Where is, some 64, what was it called? Discarded discs, yeah. Here it is. So yeah, I'll give credit where credit is due. It is going to be somewhat inspired by this area here, but I don't want it to just be this area, so obviously there's going to be a lot different about it. But it is going to be really similar to that area. Unless like I come up with new ideas, like a lot more new ideas, then it's going to be pretty different. Yes, I returned to some 64 stuff. Yeah. Even after all the drama and shit that I caused, I want to move on from that, and I just want to finish this project and I really don't want to leave it abandoned for like another 5 years until eventually someone will pick up the torch. The same fate's gonna happen over and over again. I don't want that to happen. I want it to be finished. Also, apologies if I sound a little bit weird right now. I think I might be a bit sick. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't impact too much. Yeah. I lost my voice like a few weeks ago, and it's never really been the same after that. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna start applying the materials. Yeah, I might be a little bit sick. I don't think so, but it's possible. No, not there. It's a bit small. Alright, I like that size. Also, since I've learned more about like how to properly use smooth shading in a way that works, there will be a lot more smooth shading visible in my areas than there used to be. So, yeah, hopefully that looks pretty good. I'm debating about whether or not I should do the UVs right now. This is part of an expansion I've been working on, called Twilight Domain. I could show off a bit of it on stream, not all of it, but just some of it. Also, in case you don't know, Twilight Towers, my new rework, I'm working on a rework of that area so that like it's not Demi's original design, and that will be included as an area accessible through the main hub of Twilight Domain. So I'll show it off right now. Let's see, where's my start display? It was Bowser 1, area ID 4, and yes, alright. So this has been here since a pretty early Anniversary Edition version. I think like 1.0.1 or something. That's how we're here for. So these doors, they used to be locked, didn't go anywhere. That one still doesn't. I will find a use for that soon. This one, however, goes here now. Got like a little bit of lore here. By the way, the 5 Science lore will be continued, and yeah, thanks. You should be able to. So, also, I've been experimenting with a new way of like having a glass texture. So basically, instead of it just being transparent and solid, use a texture that has like one semi-transparent line, which gets like higher intensity closer to the center. And if you UV map it in such a way, in like a special way, it looks like that, a little outline, and I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, there is light coming out of it, in case you could see from that angle. We've got 2 Peaches and the Eternal Star. The Eternal Star will be very important to the lore. Dialogue hasn't really been made for this guy yet, but I think I came up with some. I think I just need to assign it. And in here we got the painting room for Twilight Towers. Because like the original sky level, what was it called? Rainbow Ride was accessed through a hole like this. I decided to kind of make something inspired by it. At the moment though, if you jump down, you're just gonna get stuck. There's no warp here yet, but there will be soon. And the part of this area, the part that I'm working on, the balcony, I'll show where that's gonna go. Let's see. Is there a warp? No, I don't think there's a warp here. That's too bad. So I'll have to go back to Bowser. Alright, so the part where the balcony is gonna go, let's see, there's gonna be a garden accessible through this door right here, and the balcony is gonna go right up here. Although I'm considering swapping that around since like this looks a bit more grand, but we'll see. We'll see. This door, I'm like really not sure what to do with that right now. I'll find something to add there. So yeah, that's gonna be one of the main additions of the new update. So let's go. Also, yes, there is going to be real paintings, as you can tell by this weird collision setup. This cube right here is just my way of seeing like what Mario's size is in the level. And yeah. Let's see, pop out chat. Yes, Warp World is back. I'm sorry for all the drama it caused, by the way. really regret doing that. Wasn't really in a good like place at the time, but I've calmed down a lot since then. So let's see. I was considering making this go all the way around, but not sure yet. Also, it probably isn't very efficient, but I did come up with a new way of, oh, thank you. I did come up with a new way to, like, make rain work, where it's not an environment effect, so then, like, you can have it out here only, but not under, like, a covering. So basically what I came up with was, like, you have a massive plane with a texture that's, like, also really tall with only a small raindrop. And with a texture animation, you can make each of these planes be one repeating raindrop. So with that, and you can even like overlay texture animation, so you can also animate it from side to side really fast so that it seems to be random. And we'll probably use that in this area. Not really sure though, because it takes a while to set up, but I think it'll be worth it if I do get it set up. Want a covering over here. I think the coverage should probably just be on each side like that. So what we're gonna do is first I'm gonna keep assigning the materials. Where's my E3 brick? There we go. No, I can't delete that. That's the staircase done. So now what we're gonna do is let's see. I did quite like that that one thing. Yeah, this little wraparound thing. So I am gonna keep the rails because I think that looks more vanilla, but I am gonna add the little wraparound on the castle. Pretty sure it should be about like wait, hold up. No, what? No. Alright, good, that doesn't merge. So I think it should be about probably like that. 2 bricks tall. Let's enable edges because modeling, usually you want to see the edges. Also for this area I am going to test a new method where I export from SketchUp to Blender and then do the UV mappings in there. Hasn't worked in the past, I don't know why, but we'll try again. Hopefully it'll work this time. So I think I'm just gonna cut off the thing right here. Measure that. So it's about 1.25. Want to always give it a little bit of extra so that like the cutoff thing isn't visible. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Hell yeah. I really like that. Wait, and then if I add same thing out on here, I think that'll also look pretty good. Hold up. I might be cooking. nice part about this is I only need to do all the UVs and stuff on one side because I could just copy, paste, mirror to the other. And then any differences I want, I could just model those, but also, yeah, this stuff isn't gonna stay, it's just like development stuff, so that I can get the scale completely right. Oh yeah, I really like this blending of like the elements. Let's see, parallel. Fuck. Oh wait, never mind, it's alright. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, there we go. I was a bit worried for a sec, but it's alright, just chill. That wrapped around. Ignore the shitty UVs, I always do those last. You always want to like finish the bottle first and then do the UVs after. I feel like this would benefit from some pillars, but the problem is I really don't know where to put them. Oh wait, hold up. Hear me out. We do that. Mirror it. Fuck. Oh yeah, that's right. Green direction. Alright. Is that on the edge? No. So. Oh wait, hold up. This is a little bit odd. First. Not even sure if this is gonna work because it looks like it's too big. It's like a little bit poking out. But what I could do this. And then I could do. Actually, no, that's too far. We'll do the same thing, but just a little bit less. Like that. Alright. And then we'll move this vertex to here. And yep, that looks like it'll work now. Nice, beautiful. Just extend it until... Is that... Okay, no, that is not, so... I need extend edge. Please, please. There we go. Clips through the fence a bit, shit. Sorry, I mean the, Oh, I know, that's no issue, I know what to do. Where's the midpoint of this? I don't want that. I want wait, it also looks so much nicer. Okay, why the fuck didn't I do that before if it's actually so much better? Yo, I actually really like that. That is beautiful. Well, I'm not really sure if I should be calling something in Mario 64 beautiful exactly, but you know what I mean. It looks a lot nicer than before. Like, it's a lot nicer on the eyes to be like smoother. Let's just move that a bit farther and perfect. I'm thinking I could also like stick a 1-up back here so that if you like, oh yeah, because you'd be running up at like this angle and you're like, oh, what's past there? Ooh, 1-up, nice. So yeah, I'll probably do that. This vertex is not the same. This vertex is not the same, so I need to move them again. That's the same. Okay, so I just need one additional for right here. Perfect. Now let's see how that looks. Also, this texture is not what the pillars are going to have. It's going to be a very different texture, like the standard pillar texture in vanilla. Clips into the stairs a bit, but I think that's worth it. And I can always delete it, looks like, so yeah, that's nice. I think I'll just leave it. All that shit I could delete. This shit I can also, can I? Oh fuck, what happened? That's not good. So I can only delete that. Alright. Already got pillar textures, so I'll just use them. Where the fuck is the... Alright, there we go. Oh shit, I gotta eat my breakfast. Remember to take a break for like a few minutes to be eating my breakfast, and I'll be back very soon. Back to work very soon. So let's see. In the meantime, I'm just gonna... Oh, it's just a 10-second video of Mario doing literally nothing. Okay, I see. Makes you wonder, like, what would have been in this area had this project not been abandoned. It's a shame, really. Like, all the good projects these days are being abandoned. Like, there's the Unknown Link recently got put on like indefinite hiatus, just like B3313 did back in like 2023. I'm not sure if it's ever gonna see the light of day, but we'll see. Autumn 9X still being worked on. I've never been a big fan of that project though. It just seems a little bit, the style seems pretty basic. It looks cool, but the gameplay is not the best. It's pretty simple and gets boring real fast. B3313A3, that's an interesting case. Recently, Chlorophyte, the original main developer of Unabandoned, he got like kicked out from the team, so he's no longer in it. We'll see though. Our project's probably still gonna come out just fine. We'll see. Fuck, what happened here? I hope that it does see the light of day, because I've always thought that Be Free Free Won Free, it was a good game, but the quality in a lot of places was just not that good. And from what I've seen of A3, it looks like almost all of that is fixed. Like, we're fixing all of the, like, if they're going to the effort to fix, like, every single UV, that is, like, that is a whole other level of effort that I would not even be able to think of putting in. And I'm glad that the A3 team is, like, showing that they actually care about the project and not just like for reviews. Okay, so that's fine. Alright, so I'm assuming it's this part that's not fine. I swear to God, Dimmy, you know what, I'm just gonna be real here, about Dimmy Gamer, I am sorry for being an asshole to him, but, in case you haven't seen B-Roller, it is, I don't know where people get it from, but it is not a good project. It never has been. Like, I remember back in like, what was it? Yeah, back in, what was it? I think it was July or something. Just got back from vacation. He messages me saying, "Hey, you want to do some changes to the Warp Worlds, like, to the goal for Warp Worlds?" I'm like, for good. What do you have in mind? What he has in mind is, 182 stars. What else was it? Can't remember all the details right now, but, a few of the others were, 182 stars, like 80 courses, each of which would have like 3 stars each, instead of the standard vanilla style. And he wanted to add a lot more like beta physics and stuff. And oh, hi chaps. So basically what he wanted to do was like kind of make it the next, like, a new Be Free Free Won Free, which I get some people would like, but the point of this is not to be another Be Free Free Won Free. The point is to be its own project. And yeah, still didn't really warrant me being such an asshole to him, but just not really a big fan of the direction that he wanted for the project. Which, alright, sorry guys, had to go for a sec, but I'm back now. So yeah, basically, he wanted to make Warp Worlds into the next Be Free Free Won Free. I didn't want that. I wanted it to be like unique, and yeah. So that was one main reason for me not being a big fan of like him as a developer. Also, it does. Huh? Oh, let me see. You're gonna add us in Peach's room. Well, Delicious Cake already has an area, which is remade from the not classified. What was it called? Mario 64 documentation series. So it wouldn't be Delicious Cake, but I could see where you get that idea. That would make sense. Let's see. Here's the fade. Like, I understand the appeal of wanting to put a level there, and I understand why people would want that, but here's the thing. For my version, this is very different from what the original vision was, but so basically the original vision, I wanted like every hub that I added to have at least one level accessible and none that are there just to be there. I'm gonna be changing that. There's gonna be a few hubs that are just there for the lore or just because they look nice and they're nice to be in. And I think if you have a good balance of those, then the result will be pretty good. Hey Lux. Cargo beep beep, yes. But, you know where that balcony area used to be? Oh, I know it still is in the public versions, never mind. So basically I removed that area in my version. Can't remember why, but I did. And I'm thinking of adding like some levels accessible there, like the balcony that's accessible through Peach's bedroom. We'll see. Oh, I'd have to do like the distortion thing so that it doesn't look weird on the staircase. God damn it. Decomp remake him. Oh wait, that's an interesting idea. I've actually never thought of that, but that actually sounds pretty cool. Of course, if you like, one thing I have been thinking about is attempting to figure out how to use the C injection engine, because I'm thinking that like if I were able to figure that out, then I'd be able to add add the Luigi from Decomp and the Prince Bob-omb fight, and I think that would be cool. That was like be like sick as hell. That's not good. Is there even a point of doing this? I was also gonna try to figure out back in like, I think it was July, but never got around to it. I just kept putting it off and saying, well, I can do it later, and then I never did. Hopefully this time I'm actually able to learn it. That's not gonna work. Shit. Okay. So, also, Space World 95 anniversaries. To be honest, I never knew like when that actually was. Like, I knew it was in 1995, but I didn't know what month or what like day or what. But interesting to know that the anniversary is near. It's gonna be like what, 30 years? Yeah. That's cool. Maybe Wario 95X is gonna see the light of day on that anniversary. Wait, that'd actually be so funny. Like, oh yeah, that'd actually be pretty good if I yeah, best hack of all time. Hell yeah, you better remember that. Also, yes, I still use SketchUp. Don't judge. Probably gonna use Blender for some of the UVs. If I can get it to work without fucking up everything. I have been using Blender more and more for the project, but I still do all my modeling in SketchUp because it's a lot easier, and I'm also too lazy to learn like how to actually use Blender. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, I'm a dumbass. What the hell am I doing? I can just use Blender for VUVs. Shit. Alright, so new process is gonna be I make the model in SketchUp. Where people use area. Oh shit, I know exactly what you're talking about. Hold up. You mean like this? You mean, what, did it look like this shit? These areas? Yeah, here it is. Did it look like that? I like vaguely remember those from back in the day. Dimmy's hack is so okay, so I have very mixed opinions about Dimmy's hack. I feel like the ideas are really good, but the problem is that he like rushed development and made it like way too fast and released it way too soon with like no bug testing. And I feel like if he had taken longer to like actually polish areas and like make sure that it's all good, then it would have actually been a really good hack in my opinion. Because like, yeah, we're like opposites in that way, although I'm coming up with ideas again. So basically, around like May or so, I kind of ran out of ideas and didn't really know what to do. Oh yeah, what the fuck is going on with B3313A3? I read a bit about it, like Chloro left or something, like, holy shit, not again. Like, it's, how many B3313 dramas have we had in the past 2 years? Oh, I should probably assign the materials. Chlorobite got canceled and then uncanceled. Oh, okay. I should probably assign the materials in SketchUp so that I can remember what it was meant to be. Alright, so now we move over here. Allegedly a pedo. I have no idea what's going on with that, but I'm gonna say it's probably fake because of how much shit people put on the internet without proof. So as much as like my history of Chloro has been bad, I think without proof you shouldn't be calling people pedophiles, because that could like really ruin their reputation. That's like not good at all. But if proof does like come up, then fair enough. Said something like that. Didn't have proof. Okay, that's bad. Don't never do that, bro. That's like, I know you guys probably wouldn't, but like that, you should not be doing that. Also, I wouldn't know. I haven't been in that server in a very long time, but I thought that they are like friends and stuff. So like, if you're friends, like, why are you accusing your friend of being a pedo with like no proof? That's like kind of fucked up. I don't know if it was just like, I think what happened was probably that like they had some creative differences about Be Free Free Wed Free, and instead of talking about it, oh nice, instead of talking about it with more newer yeah, that's so at in the beginning, like back in 2023 when Be Free Free Wed Free released, I was like, oh yay, now we could experience like what we've been wondering about these tapes for so long now. And it was cool for like the first few months, but then I realized like that kind of killed off the tape shit, because before you had to like, most of the time you had to make your own hack unless you were a beta kid and just stole like an obscure one, but at least that wasn't really like people know about it, like know about the hack. But now like almost like every few days I just see on YouTube a new tape, like Lost November build found 1995 beta, and I literally see Plexel Lobby in the thumbnail with a shitty VHS filter. And I mean, it's like back in the day. Oh yeah, that's a shame. Like, people try to make their own cool beta hacks, and it just being passed off as like this shitty hack that the kids like. I've never really been a fan of that. But it is what it is. And to be honest, I'm not even gonna blame the developers for that. They're just trying to make a cool hack. It's the beta kids, really. It's not the developers' fault for that. Like, I really doubt that they could have known, like, what was gonna happen. Like, if that would become so popular. Pretty sure Chris himself even said he wasn't expecting it to, like, get anywhere. Up until, like, 0.7 or something. Can't remember exactly. But yeah, I still wonder like how the beta communities like survive for this long. Usually this shit like dies after a year, so it's kind of a mystery. But I mean, yeah, I guess. I get the whole idea, but yeah, I get that. I feel like 0.7, like for the idea, it was probably the best because it didn't have like all this bullshit from Super Mario Galaxy. At least I don't think it did. Maybe it did. I don't remember. And it was like, although sure it was pretty big, it was like, if they had something that could design levels like an AI, it would probably make the most sense for it to be that version, because like, how do I describe it? Like, it wasn't like completely massive and outside the realm of vanilla. Like, that number of star IDs isn't even possible in vanilla, like 450. And but 0.7 was kind of like basically just like very similar to a vanilla or beta engine, but just with a bunch of levels and shit. And I feel like that's much more realistic than like fucking red stars and shit. A whole progression system that isn't even like anywhere close to used in the final game. But I guess the takeaway from this is that the beta community is like kind of on its last breath and probably gonna die soon. And to be honest, maybe it's time. Yeah, I can understand the appeal, like that people want like a game that never ends, but like come on, you think a fucking AI can make all that? Like, especially like an AI from 1996. I don't even understand how you get that idea, but I understand like the gameplay aspect, like, oh wow, 400 stars, this is so cool. Plus it also makes for like good YouTube intros. Or I say good YouTube intros, I mean like what people think is gonna draw the attention of like the children, like the beta kids on their iPads. It's like, today I explore this ROM hack with 400 stars. And they're like, oh wow, 400? That's a lot. That must be really fun. But after number 100 or something, or 150, it starts to get really like repetitive, and basically just feels like the same thing copy pasted over and over again. And oh, I should probably restore that. Yeah, that's pretty good. So yeah, I feel like 0.8 probably would have been like if they just continued the way that 0.8 was, then let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why 0.7 or 0.8, because it has more of like the beta animations and stuff. 0.8 to me feels like the definitive version that's like fun, has a bunch of stars, and also feels somewhat realistic. Like, we all know there wasn't an AI back then that could do that, but we're just saying like if there was, then it would be 0.8 that had that. And yeah, true. Like, the personalization could also just be like some predetermined, like, I feel like the personalization in the beginning was going to be like, not an AI, but like instead like an algorithm thing that's like already has a bunch of predetermined like random events. And I think that's really cool. Hold on, I'll show this off in a sec. So I'm not really sure how many people have seen this, but let's see. Where is it? So many iPad kids. Here it is. So this is like a re-upload of a bunch of stuff from his Twitter. But let's see, where is it? Is it in the beginning? Alright, here we go. So he also did talk a bit about this in the Discord, but here it seems this is like a test menu for something that was actually a thing. So from what I could tell, based off of his description in the original Discord server and this screen, basically what it was going to be was like several, I guess, RNG channels, each of which influencing different aspects of the game, and like object placement and shit, and based off of like a random seed. And I think that would have been like really cool, and I'm glad he was explored the idea, and I think that would have been like a much more realistic, like this would have been much more realistic as like why the betas are personalized than there's an AI in the game trapped and it hates everyone. I feel like that would have been a lot more realistic, but yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. I was like, when I graduated from iPad Kid to like someone capable of thought back in like late 2023, I realized like this is the same thing for everyone. And I remember that line, like the game changes as people play it or something, and I'm like, this is like nowhere close to that. What the fuck are you on about? But that's the Chris vision for y'all. The Chris vision is beautiful. But who knows, maybe A3 is gonna fix that. We'll see. Oh shit. Yeah, we'll see, but I really hope A3 does something about that, because it can get really boring. Wait, hold up. What if I made it so that the roof was accessible and there's like a big tower thing up here? Actually, nah. Don't really want that. Pillar. Not really sure what to do with this. Alright, bye, chips. Yeah, it's fine. Where's my thingy? There we go. Wait, how am I gonna do this? Is this something I should use Blender for? Oh, no, I can just, like, cut it. So if I got enough yapping about the beta community and B3313 for one day, I think for now, I'm just gonna go back to focusing on this. I'm not gonna end the stream though. But yeah, that's my opinion on B3313. And actually, I'm gonna say a bit more. So you guys probably already know this, but back in like the 2 weeks when Chris was like getting bored of his life, it was like, oh shit, my music's not getting views, what am I gonna do? Oh yeah, that's right, I could use my popular game to get more views, and then so that my music will be more popular. Pretty sure that was the mentality behind it. And let's see, Chris R. Lillo. Alright, so my DMs with him might be a bit lost to time. I'm not really sure. Please tell me they aren't. Alright, yeah, they're lost to time. Alright. That's too bad, but I might have some screenshots still. It'll be back in like... here. So... no. Or I guess not. But basically, what I wanted to do was, I wanted to make it so that there were like more randomized warps with more than just 2 destinations. I also wanted to make it so that, like there was an RNG system similar to the one that I showed, because like, around that time I'd seen that video and I was like, oh shit, that's a really cool idea. It's a shame that no one used that. And although I'm not a coder, and I probably couldn't have done like the same thing, I know that the technical objects patch does have some potential for the ability to do that, so I was like, well, maybe I could use the technical objects patch for that. I did a few tests. I liked the results. It's pretty good. I brought the idea up with Chris. He's like, no, we're just going to, basically we're just going to add a few extra levels. We're not going to update any of the textures so that they're not the shitty old ones. Basically it was just a clickbait update. That was the general idea from what I could gather. Tinted Memories is quite a unique name for a hack. Yeah, it was meant to be like kind of pretty special for me. Started as kind of a way to remember someone, and it also ended that way. So yeah. To be honest, I was thinking about continuing Tinted Memories, but instead of Warp Worlds, but I think it's best to like let it rest. Let's see. Welcome back, chaps. So I think what I'm gonna do is extra triangle. I don't want that. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna touch on this a bit here. Another problem with B-Roller, well, I'm not sure if it is a problem in B-Roller, but it was a problem with some of Dimmy's other work. We'll go back up to here. We got some early Tinted Memory stuff. We'll skip over that. Here we go. So, do not blame ROM Angler. I use ROM Angler. My triangle counts are not like this. And the sad part is, you can't even blame SketchUp because he uses Blender. And you might be wondering how the actual fuck do you get to this number? To be honest, this isn't Tinted Memories. This is Rainy Sky Spires. So you're probably wondering, how the actual fuck do you get to this number? Like, and how does it even load? And I'm not entirely sure either. But here's a view of the triangulation. Fucking beautiful, I know. So, from what it looks like, every face that could just be 2 triangles. So much for that, it's 8 triangles now. This face could be 2 triangles. Nope, it's like 30. And that's the same for all of them, and that's the whole pattern for all of these. And yeah, this is like, I didn't even know Blender was capable of exporting this badly. I'm not even sure if it was Blender, but yeah, I know, at first I couldn't really believe it, like, what the fuck is this? And, believe it or not, this is the optimized version. The original version that he sent me had like 20k, and then he was like, oh yeah, I'll fix that. Did some of these quote-unquote fixes that brought it down by 5k triangles. Normally that would sound good, but it's still not good when this is the final number. So, yeah, there's that. And actually, wait, that makes me wonder. Hold on. I want to check if he's, like, moved past that. Because if he hasn't, then that's, like, gonna be really sad. And I don't want to, like, sure, I don't really like him, but I really don't want to, like, see him memed on for something like this, like, especially since it seems like such a simple fix. So, I know it's ROM Mangler, so we should be able to just open this, and never actually looked at this in ROM Manager. I wonder what it looks like. Well, this is really fucking stupid. First of all, these faces aren't even visible. These ones aren't even visible. And let's see. What the fuck is this staircase shit? Alright. Let's look at the... Wait, what the fuck? Is my triangle viewer just broken? Okay, I guess. Where are my older versions of ROM Manager? No. Is whack. The reason why is because it's based off of that point-and-click 14 stuff that I showed earlier. And I've never been a big fan of that style. I think he's just doing it mostly for reviews, but does this work? Nope. Quad 64 maybe. Fuck. You know what? Shoe floor. Yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me. It was originally going to be named Spring Roll, which, from what I remember, was like an actually good B-roll hack by the people behind Show Floor and 96 flashbacks and shit. But he's like, and then he claimed, once someone brought it up, oh, Backstage? Huh. That's an interesting name. Alright, this is actually kind of interesting. I do quite like this, this, like, purple version. I know it's probably beta accurate, but I thought the beta version was, like, of that, like, texture was a different color. I really like this color. I think it looks really nice. Let's go to Inside Castle. Alright, there we go. I think I was like the broken ass DAE or whatever it's called, exported version. He seems to have fixed that issue. The triangle count in here is not too bad. Alright, nice to see that he hasn't been continuing with that. Enable wireframe, please. Does this work? Alright, but it seems that he's fixed that issue. Let's take a look at Bob on Battlefield. 612, damn. Oh wait, this is Wom's Fortress, not Bob on Battlefield. What the fuck? Let's just... Alright, so we got the LSD stuff. The LSD colors, I don't know why, but... Why are there, like, two different versions? Alright, here's Bob on Battlefield. Oh, shit, I'm a dumbass. Okay. Alright, so it looks like he's fixed that issue. Alright, nice. Because I was gonna say, like, if he's continued with that process, then, like, What the fuck? Okay, so I'm actually a pretty big fan of the layout of this area. This cannon right here feels a little bit just like a little bit unnatural, but I like it. It looks nice. Even if it is just mostly the vanilla map, it's nice. You guys probably remember this, but it kind of feels like Project Plexus, but less shitty. Yeah, I think you guys remember Project Plexus, but it feels kind of like that because originally what I was doing was just taking vanilla maps and like adding random beta shit to it, also while adding like a lot of triangles along the way. Yeah, seems kind of like that. So, moving on from that, I think this is ready to mirror. I think I've finished up all the like modeling stuff that I want on that side. So, do you guys have any suggestions for like stuff I should add on? Like the sides? Center, I'm gonna add stuff too soon. Not yet though. Oh yeah, I should probably add like windows or something here. That would be good. That's way too big. So, also I wasn't gonna like make it cut out. I'm not that stupid. Just wanted to see how big the texture is, see if I need to resize it. And yeah, I definitely do. So this is at an angle. That's too bad. It's gonna make it more difficult, but I got it. My time in the community. Yeah, this community always has had a lot of drama. Whether it be like, there's been like a lot of drama. Wait, am I lucky? Nope, I'm not. SketchUp, please. Alright, there we go. Also, yeah, but speaking of that, that just reminded me, so, do y'all know Carter, like the guy from the Beehive? Used to be in the Plexus Team Discord. Not sure if he still is. For some reason he thought he got to tell me what to do, like, use Blender, not SketchUp. If you don't use Blender, I'm gonna like kill you or something. Well, I'm not really sure if he ever said that, but he would never stop whining at me like, use Blender, use decomp, blah blah blah. And while that may be good advice, my computer does not like decomp much, even if I'm using my Linux distro, and that's one of the reasons why Warp World wasn't, like, for Revival wasn't decomp. No matter how much I try to get my computer to cooperate, it wouldn't. Anybody who makes tapes comes from a bad tape start. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I'm not gonna say that my tapes were the best. They weren't really meant to be, but I think they're pretty good. Let's see. So, as a little Also, if I ever do make tapes again, especially for, like, Warp Worlds or something, I've, like, also figured out, like, how to use GIMP for screenshots. But, this, we've got, that's not really a good one, that's just a slideshow. Here we go. That's also just a slideshow. Here we go. So, this one I think was actually pretty good. Pretty decent. If I put in more time into, like, the editing, I could have made it much better, but it's pretty good. And where I started was, let's see, YouTube Studio. Alright, where I started was this. And you know what, I'm gonna show a little bit of it. This is never gonna be.
It's a prototype.
Oh god, not my old voice. Jesus fuck. No. This is like
This is
pure iPad kid shit.
tape.
Oh no.
This is tape 4.
This is more than 2 years ago, so please don't judge.
4. It's a prototype build. This is only for internal use. And
Oh god, I remember making this on my old iPad. Jesus fuck.
Outside of Nintendo headquarters and not to be used anywhere else. Well, let's get started on the play.
My tapes are now archived. Oh, nice. So, I still remember, I thought it was pretty smart at the time. Looking back, I fucking hate it. So, what I did to make this was, I took a playthrough of B331 1.0, or not 1.0, sorry. At the time, it was the abandoned build. And I added a shitty VHS filter over it, put it into a cutout of like a screenshot I took of an original, like, Mario 64 classified episode where they had this CRT, and I'm like, ooh yay, it's gonna be beta, it's gonna get me the views. And as we can see, it is obviously B3313. And I really regret making this. This was, yeah, I've seen Ultra SM64 beta archive. I feel like a big problem with that naming scheme is they kind of just, like, find random words that are, like, associated with beta builds or something from tapes, just throw a bunch of them together and then call it, and then add archive at the end and call it a day instead of, like, having an actual name. Is there a way I could, oh yeah. Yes, I use Blockbench for texture editing, don't judge. If I'm, like, editing the HD versions of the textures and then before downscaling them I use GIMP, but for this I use Blockbench. Ultra is only used. Yeah, well, for iPad kids, you really expect them to know the difference? Like, come on. Let's just be real here. Whatever gets the views. I know there's going to be a little bit of the texture visible. Don't worry, I have a fix for that. I always do it last, though, or else it's not going to work. Okay, actually, I fuck with this. I really like this so far. Oh, yeah, I'm still mind blown about... so, Rita... Oh, yeah, here's another thing. So, Rita, not sure if you guys remember this, but back in the day, Cheps, you probably remember this, I, like, really hated him, because, like, back in the day, he used to make, like, back in, like, fuck, I sound like an old-ass guy, back in, like, late 2020, 2024, early 2025. Actually, no, it wasn't even early. It wasn't even early 2025. It was just late 2024. He made some pretty bad shit, like this shit, and alright, bye. I really didn't like him because like he was getting so many subs for making such bad stuff, and I hated that. I was a bit jealous as well. He actually makes good stuff now, though, I will say. His quality has gone way up, like the quality of the stuff that he makes, both in the music and the areas. And I'm glad to see that they're actually going towards a project that'll see the light of day, hopefully, the 1995 project. And can't wait to see like what's gonna be on it. Yeah, so we have a 1995 project. Back in like summer of 2024, I was actually gonna be a developer of 1995, but I don't remember why. I decided no, I'm not gonna do that. Can't remember why exactly, but one reason or another, I decided against it. I think I'm gonna add a what's it called? I'm gonna add this shit on this wraparound on the top of the bricks. Does that look good? Oh yeah, I like that. Alright, I'm gonna apply that all around, then copy paste and shit. How am I gonna get it over there? Oh, I got an idea. I do this. Give me perpendicular, please. SketchUp, please. SketchUp. SketchUp. SketchUp, please. Please. Alright, good enough. Then I can do this. Select this shit. And should be able to just do that. And then move it. Modeling on Blockbench is definitely my biggest passion. Oh yeah, I used to like making Minecraft stuff in Blockbench back in the day. Before I started ROM hacking, I was debating between whether or not I should make Mario 64 stuff or Minecraft mods. Obviously, I chose Mario 64, but before FNF or SM64. Oh, nice. pretty sure the main reason I decided against the Minecrafting was, number one, I didn't know Java. Sure, I could have used, like, what's it called? That one, like, mod making thing. Forgot what it's called, but I know there's like an app. There's like an app that does that. I really didn't want to do that. Oh yeah. In 2019 to 2020, I was still in like 4th grade or something, so I didn't really do anything. Oh no, it was 3rd grade. So yeah, obviously I wasn't really able to do anything. But yeah. What am I gonna do with this? Wait, hold up. I should add like some cutout shading. That would look nice. Yeah, it's good. I feel I'm gonna do that. Hell yeah. I'm still thinking of making like custom skin packs because. Oh, you mean for like Bedrock or something? So you said skin packs, so I'm assuming you mean Bedrock. I mean, I think Java's probably a better and safer option for that, like for making skins and stuff, but me wins Caesar. So, yeah, speaking of which, I do play Bedrock Edition because I'm dog shit at Java PvP, and I like Bedrock PvP. And so have you seen how like Mojang fucked up like the most recent versions, like completely? Like no resource packs work unless you like put them in a specific new folder. There's a shit ton of lag spikes for seemingly no reason, and there's also random crashes, memory leaks, all that good stuff. And yeah, like just beautiful work, Mojang. Beautiful. Fuck, that is ugly. Hell no. With updates, yeah. I mean, I've liked the recent updates, not as much as I liked some of the earlier ones, but they've been pretty good. I think they're pretty good. I just really hate like how Bedrock's just becoming like basically just a cash grab. I get that it's kind of always been like that. That's kind of always been its purpose, but like it's just getting more and more obvious. Like if you're gonna do that, like they should at least try to hide it, and not make it so blatantly obvious. Yep. If MC packs weren't a thing, then I would not be playing Bedrock at all. Probably ever. Because there's no way in hell I'm spending like $20 to buy a PvP pack. That is so fucking stupid. Oh wait, what if I had like the purple tid thing that like Dimmy did? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Let's see. I don't really need a new name for that. Alright, there we go, that looks nice. So now all I've got left is cobble, brick, and white brick for the shading shit. I'm probably still gonna have to apply purple tint though, so this might be a waste of time, the way I'm doing it, but whatever, it's got plenty of time. Oh shit. Fuck, wait. Okay, I didn't create a new material, that's why. No, I'm just gonna test out the purple tint with this one. No, I don't like that. Let's just turn back up the contrast. Alright, so just saturation hue. Oh, that's the saturation, this is the hue, okay. That doesn't work at all, so I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm just gonna apply a little purple overlay. Remember her password during tape material. Yeah, I was really surprised about the return. I thought that she was like never gonna come back, but yeah, she did, and it seems that she once again disappeared because there's been like nothing new. But who knows? Maybe she's like just working on it. Deltarune. Oh shit! I never applied the texture. Oh shit! Wait, is there even a point in doing this? Because the entire area is gonna have nighttime shading, but yeah, it'll be fine, I guess. I could just make the shading a little bit less intense. What's up, Chips? Welcome back. Oh shit, I still gotta eat my granola. Oh shit. Wait, what the fuck? Did I create a new starstone material? Yeah, there. So, I decided that I am going to do the purple tint thing that I was originally going to do. And hopefully that turns out well. So, I want it to be 100. No, that's a bit too intense. Is that good? Yep, I like that. Wait, why has it been repeating the same thing over and over? God, no. Also, before you judge, I don't listen to B331 OST as like actual music. I'm just gonna listen to that on the streams. Yeah, Gamma 64 has been like one of the few like actually good beta hacks that saw the light of day, because something I've noticed is that like like a lot of the good beta hacks that seem like they could be as good as Gamma 64, they always got canceled or had some drama or something, and then they never saw the light of day. I feel like that's always been like a general rule, and thanks to my 500 IQ, the same thing almost happened to Worlds back in August. I know, very smart. But yeah, I hope that I'm actually able to finish this instead of like being retarded halfway through again. But yeah, Gamma 64, I've always been a big fan of that project. It's been like a really good hack, and it still holds up surprisingly. That is way too purple. Hell no. Shit. Oh wait, there we go. So mass translation, yeah. If you want a good hack, one thing you could do is try to like remake that one hack, Moonlight's Majesty. That was like, I still remember I was gonna like, I got kind of bored of like Warp Worlds and Tinted Memory, so I was like, oh, what if I just start another revival? That would be nice. And I almost did that instead. But in case you guys haven't seen Moonlight's Majesty, unfortunately it never actually saw the light of day. But let's see. It was like a really, really good beta hack. Like, it might not look the best, like, early in development, but if you look at the later previews, it was like really good, and I was like a really big fan of it. Moonlight's Majesty. There we go. So, also Wasted Blood was making music for it, so of course the soundtrack was also going to be really good. Yeah, I understand the burning out thing. Wait, I don't think I've seen this one. Hold up. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this one. But, yeah, basically, the painting textures, of course, painting textures were probably going to be better, but I did quite like the style and, like, the environment. Plus, it was like, although I guess you could kind of consider it a beta hack, it was also kind of like, it was like a mix between being and not being a beta hack, and I really like that. So, here we go. This is also the original Poison Piranha Pikes. Probably the only good version that isn't like beta kitified. But yeah, this project was for sure an inspiration, a very big inspiration for my continuation of Warp Worlds. This is probably my favorite of the canceled projects. I really, really liked it. And I still do. And I think it's a real shame that it's never going to see the light of day. Unless, you know, if I finish Warped Worlds, somehow if I finish it really fast, which I don't think I will, but if I'm able to finish it in like a year and a half or less, then I think I will have time to do another revival, and if I do feel like doing that, then it's either going to be this project or it's going to be Tinted Memories. But we'll see. Only time will tell. So yeah, this was one of the good canceled hacks. But enough of that. Time to get back to work on the beta. Also, not sure if you guys are still here, but if you are, then I kind of want to ask something. So, I've been a little bit like split about this, but I guess I'll just ask you guys. So for the lore, basically the 5 signs lore, basically there's gonna be 5 signs, each of which are gonna have a hint as to how to get to the Eternal Fort. And after you find all the 5 signs, they basically what will happen is you'll also be able to find the Eternal Fort, but just in case like you're able to find it without the signs, I decided I'm gonna use like the technical objects patch to make it so that only after you read all 5 signs will you be able to actually go to the Eternal Fort. But I've been wondering, should I even show that on stream, like where I put them, because I really want to like make it a secret, and I only want it to be found by like people playing it and not just shown off by me, and then like, oh, but yeah, that's probably a good idea, because like the areas and stuff, sure, I mean they're areas, they're cool. Yeah, in the previews, I'm gonna be giving like little tidbits of lore in the intro and then just showing gameplay. Maybe one of the signs here and there, but not sure if it has this ability, but I think it does, the technical objects patch. Nah, I don't want that. It's a patch in the ROM Manager database. I know it sounds very impressive. It's not really. But, let's see. No, how did I get to it? Let's see. Actually, it's... I never saw a Celestial Evocation or something. What? Was it like a continuation of that or something? If so, then like, nice. So, let's see. Technical object patch. Fuck, how'd I get it? Global, no. Shit, it was... I know I got it through here somewhere. No. Tweaks? No, it's definitely not a tweak. Oh, here it is. So, you go to Custom Objects Manager, import from database, and from here you have a whole selection, and, alright, so the replica star. Yeah, you got a bunch of custom objects here. I've been thinking about using the Star Road King Bob-omb as a template for kind of like a slightly better version of the Prince Bob-omb boss fight, because in this version right now it's pretty bad. Wait, was this even how I got to it? Fuck, this isn't it. No, I don't want that. Okay, so it's not in here, but I remember I did use something like that to get it. Yeah, there's a whole database there. Use that for what you want. It might be a tweak. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I remember also, so all this, so you guys know all that, like, custom code Chris said that he did in assembly for 1.0? Well, he didn't do shit. That's all the technical object patch, which existed long before, like, he was even in the ROM hacking community, so, once again, that's a good example of him, like, stealing credit for something that he didn't do. Fuck, how'd I get there again? Custom objects, yeah. So, I'm gonna take another look. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm just blind. So, this isn't just one custom object, it's actually a set of like 10. So, castle door, 3 stars. Basically, what these are, you might be like, oh, well, that's in vanilla. Basically, so you know how some doors warp you, some types of doors don't. Basically, in vanilla, these star restriction doors, they're only available in doors that don't warp you. So these are basically star limit doors that do warp you. Star extended. This is basically the Bowser red coin star, except you don't need to get the red coins to get it. Pretty sure that's how Dimmy fixed the crashes. Spawned by purple switch, so you know, like that the floor switch that adds. Well, you have like the invisible boxes. You press the floor switch and the boxes exist for a certain amount of time. Basically, you can use that object to spawn a star with this. This one is really cool. So, star spawn by behavior killed. So basically what this is like, it makes use, this is actually like really, really cool. I did not know it was like even possible to do this in binary, but basically it like takes advantage of the B params to basically just set the address of a behavior. And if that's killed, then it's gonna spawn something. So that actually might be how the Goomboss thing worked. Not really sure, but wait, what the fuck? Hold up, that just gave me an idea. So hear me out. What if, so you know how, like, there's the, like, the positions of stars that spawn after bosses are kind of hard-coded? If I were able to remove the vanilla behavior for spawning that, and then use this to instead spawn the star, I could, instead of having to deal with, like, all the hard-coded bullshit, I'd be able to kind of have the star magnet thing from B3313. That would actually be nice. I'll look into that. Oh, I see what this is. So basically, this was definitely used in B3313. It's basically how the sparkles existed. They might have actually changed, like, used this and then changed the texture to be silver stars, like the ones that don't bounce around. This is really cool. It's a warp that changes based on the star count, so that I'm pretty sure that's how they did the what's it called, the you know, the you are not worthy staircase thing. I'm pretty sure that's how they did that. I'm not really oh yeah, I remember now. So you know how, like, if you walk into the castle and then jump on, like, a certain thing, like in the ending area of B3313 1.0, there's like the ghost peach, and like if you step in a certain area, then she like forces you into dialogue and then warps you. Yeah, that was this. Death timer. Pretty sure that this is just how they did the like the timer stuff for Prince Bob-omb's like land or something, you know, the gray area, and for that like Whomp's Fortress.z64. When the star count is neck. This would be a nice way of having progression, like after you get a certain amount of stars, instead of it being like you have to open a door, you despawn like a boulder or something. That would be cool. So this is also pretty good for endgame stuff. So there is just one problem with all this. Actually, it might not even be a problem anymore because. So what I figured out was I thought it was because of the global behavior bank that the Koopas were disappearing in Bowser Room. So I decided not to use it. I figured out it wasn't that. It was actually that. So basically, for the Koopas to like actually load in. Oh shit! Wait, where'd I put the Wait, where did I put the Bowser Room? Is this it? Yeah. Okay, so I moved it to a new area ID because I thought it was also like a corrupted area. It wasn't. Turns out you need to have the ground enemies object bank enabled for them to be able to load in. Somehow I didn't figure that out for a very long time. But, yeah. Because I assumed that they were like global objects, but apparently they're not. But, I've got that all patched up now. It's working, so. Probably gonna test if the technical object patch does work. And doesn't fuck up anything. If it does, then that's nice. Also, I'll share another tidbit, like stuff that I figured out along the way. So, you know how these things like they go up and down in the level? I could probably show it off. Hold on. Let's see, where is it? I'm just gonna launch the ROM. So, not really sure if you guys already know this, but if you don't, then I'll just show you. I'm probably gonna make like a compilation video, like oh wait, I should make like a tutorial series, like on how to do some of this stuff that's kind of obscure. That'll probably be good. So, let's see, Bowser Free Area D1. Here we go. So, you see how like those like boulder things are moving up and down? So for a while I wasn't really able to figure this out. Yeah, I think I actually am gonna make a series, but so for a while I couldn't figure it out. Before I actually looked at it in ROM Manager, I thought they were custom objects. Then you go into ROM Manager and they're baked into the level geometry, and that makes you wonder, what the fuck? How are you able to do that? So I'll show a good example, but basically, let's see. I don't give a fuck about this ROM. This was pretty fucked up anyways already, so. Let's just add an area. So, let's use Twilight Domain. So, basically, if you just do that, none of these are going to move at all. But what you have to do is, when loading in the model, I want to go to graphics editor, and notice how the floating things, they all had the same material. Like the ones that go at the same speed, they all had the same material. So we're gonna. Oh, sorry, my bad. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the what should I use? Let's just save this material. So we're gonna take this, enable texture animation. So the reason I wasn't able to figure this out was I assumed texture animation just animated the textures, and if you're using scroll UV modes, then yeah, it does. But if you use scrolling Y with no UV in the name, and so basically if you just use normal scrolling, what that's going to do is it's just going to keep going up, never going to stop. Well, actually it is going to stop, it's just going to snap back down to the bottom, then keep doing that. Jumping scroll, never really used it, don't know what that does. Sine wave basically makes it go up and then down, because in case you haven't seen what a sine wave looks like, I'll show you. But basically, as you can see, the sine waves infinitely go back up and down. So if you use a sine function, then that makes it go up and then down. Like if you use this as if you use x as time and then y as the height, then it is gonna go infinitely up and down without failing. And that's why sine functions are so helpful for like 3D games especially. So speed you can customize later. Cycle duration, that just controls basically how far up and down it can go. Speed, obviously it's just speed. So now we launch this, and sorry if I've been dragging this on a bit, but I really want to like get the idea across. So now if we go to, where did I put it again? Oh yeah, Bowser's Third Battle. Ready to, if we go here, then, oh shit. So, camera settings, oh shit, let's try using Inside Castle. So this might not work because it's a Bowser fight level, but basically, if you see it in game, it's gonna go up and down. If you set it to sine wave and set it to the right scrolling mode, it's gonna just go up and down. The bad part about that is, and the reason why you don't really want to use it for anything besides background geometry, you want to use custom objects if it's anything apart from that, but basically, wait, what the fuck? Crash my balls, okay. So, basically, what happens is it moves the visual map of that material up and down, but it doesn't move the collision map. Collision map can't move, it's not dynamic at all. So if you want to use like moving platforms, you should make a custom object, but if you're doing like background geometry, for example, like I just showed, then that'll work just fine. And it's just, to me, it's a shame that that tutorials about this haven't been made. Really, there aren't really like tutorials for any of this stuff, which really is too bad because like I've noticed that a lot of people do give up on like ROM hacking because they can't figure out how to do like the stuff that they want to do because there's like no tutorials on the internet. So either they figure it out themselves and become really good at it, or they give up, and that's really too bad. Let's see, 125. That is way too intense, hell no. 100? Sure, we'll see what that looks like in game. I don't know, it seems a bit dark. Actually, nah, it'll be fine. Did I already make cobble? Oh, no, I already do the cobble texture? I thought I did. Yeah, I did. Alright, so this is way too dark. Should probably ease up on that a bit. No. Let's just set the material first so then I can see what it looks like. I'm probably going to end this stream in about 20 minutes. Kind of want to just get this area mostly finished first, though. So, I think if I just skip the darkening, the pre-darkening, then it'll be fine. 150 is too high, 100. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's see what that looks like in game. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Alright. I like that. So... one thing I have been thinking about doing in this area is adding like some vines here and there so that it kind of looks a bit older, but actually no, I'm gonna save that for the garden, never mind. But yeah, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna mirror everything. Then I'm just gonna do some tweaks, like for example, I want a painting on this side, not on this side. I want something else on that side. I don't know what yet, but I'll figure it out. After that, not sure if I'm gonna do this on stream, but if I finish it fast enough, and if I finish the modeling fast enough, then I'll do the UVs in Blender on stream. Manually selecting this stuff is going to take a long time, isn't it? Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. There we go, that's better. I don't really want this stuff selected, so I'll just... Shit. God damn it. I probably should have done some grouping so that this would be easier when the time came, but it'll be fine. Yep, red direction, good. Cut that. And this does need a little bit of reshaping. That'll be fine. Okay. No, I don't want that. Where's my checker again? The real one. Also, I've been wondering for a while if I could, like, do some Blender renders of these areas, because I think that would look really nice. So I'll probably try to figure that out soon. Is this a full wraparound? No. There we go. Are the UVs on that good? Yep, there. Alright, nice. So... that makes this area mostly finished. Like, almost entirely finished, actually, apart from the UVs, of course. But the UVs are going to be done in Blender, so the SketchUp part is almost finished. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did in the pink rain garden area. And I'm gonna add some levels to the castle. Just gonna make it go all the way back to there. Also, another thing that I've learned along the way is, if you can, you should always cull what isn't going to be visible. Like, not just, like, I don't mean like in rendering or something, but I mean like in the model itself. If something isn't visible, then always cut it. And a good way of testing that is when you have the base model in game, this stuff isn't visible either. But when you have the base model in game, what you want to do is do a couple tests with no colon until you like figure out how to do it like reliably without needing to look at it in game. But basically, when you're starting out doing that, you want to look at it in game with no culling. Take note of the parts of the geometry that aren't visible, then erase those in the model. Test again, and if they're still not visible from any angle, then just leave it like that. Don't restore any of that geometry. That helps you save a lot on performance. Outside brick, yep. Alright. I think maybe I should move this stuff a little bit forward so it's more visible. Alright, yeah, I like that. It does definitely look pretty weird from, like, this angle, but you have to think about it like this. No, the player's not going to be going up to the roof, and Mario's only going to be down here, so you need to think about it like this. Like, the camera's only going to be able to look up so high, and if you do, it's probably just going to look like this. And as you can see from this angle, it looks perfectly fine. So, yeah, it's always something to keep in mind. Do I need to triangulate everything? Or, actually, no, I can just do this. There we go. I don't know if I like that. Also, another thing to do is you always want to take your time. Don't rush shit. What am I gonna do there? There we go. Can I move it up? Please. Game, please. Alright, there we go. So, game, please, can you let me do this? Alright, thank you. Thank you. Can it move up now? Fuck. Oh, wait, it can. Nice. So, if I do this, is it gonna move up? Oh, that's not good. Alright, so to fix that, I'm still gonna use these lines, but I am gonna need to do some reworking. Oh, I see what the issue is. Okay. So I'm not gonna reuse that then. I'm just gonna start this again. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. There we go. Shit. Oh no. Alright, this isn't ideal, but no, it's not bad. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I got to reverse all these faces so that they actually load in game. And is that all of them? Nope. And I think that's everything. Yep. So once again, I gotta assign the materials. There we go. That looks pretty good. I think maybe this stuff should be a little bit smaller. This roof. So I'm gonna do that. It's not really proportional, I don't think. So I'm just gonna widen it a bit. Alright, that's good. Move it down just a bit. Then make it bigger again. No, that's not good. That's not good. Alright, there we go. That's good. Alright, I like that. I think that looks nice. And then I'm debating whether or not I should add a tower in the middle. Yeah, I think I will. Or I could add several towers. We'll see. Now though, I'm gonna finish this side. I don't want a painting over here. Instead, I think I'm gonna have a door. Not really sure where it's gonna go yet, but it's probably gonna be like a lore area or something. Just gonna copy paste this as a good starting point. Nope, that's not good. There we go. Did I do it correctly? Please tell me I did. Alright, I'm not gonna do that. Alright, I'm just gonna end the stream. See you, Chips. And, I'll probably do another stream next week. We'll see. See y'all later. Bye-bye.